In this video, we're going to briefly discuss what we're referring to as the No Hours on File banner. If you haven't noticed it lately, we have a new feature, which is this banner that is now being presented to you as a contractor administrator, which tells you that you have one or more employees that have no hours on file in the last 45 days. This is just a simple means of helping you keep track of your roster and seeing folks who may or may not need to be removed due to inactivity. In this case here, we can see our fictitious DRG Mechanical Company. We've got 2 employees on it. So we're going to look at it, and we have a nice link here that says please review and remove any employees who are no longer with your company. So we're going to click on the link, and we're going to see that both of our employees are short on their hours. So we can look here and we can see that both Ed and Marty, we got their start dates. We have no end dates because they're still employed. We have a drop down here for will rehire or will not rehire. Last hour worked. In this case, they haven't worked at all. But again, this is a test company that we've set up. And we've got ignore missing hours. Now in this case, we can go ahead if we want to and terminate them. We can add in an end date. When we do that, we can also select from the drop down whether we want to rehire or not. This is completely up to you. There's no requirement that you need to terminate them after a certain point from local's perspective, but you can use this mechanism to do so if needed. You can also select on here whether you want to ignore or not. For our test purposes, we're going to say Ed is the owner-operator of the company. And of course, he's not working hours in his case, so he's going to be persistently without 45 days. So we will not want to ignore him. So we can select that from the list. In this case, Marty is one of our workers. He's a journey person. Just due to whatever reasons, he hasn't been working hours in the last month and a half. But we want to maintain him on the roster, so we're not going to put an end date. But we don't want to ignore him. We want to keep him on the radar scope, so we would want to keep it do not ignore. And so that's basically it. It's a nice handy tool for you as an admin to keep track of your folks and to keep on an eye on their any inactivity based on hours.